Shalom Yasharala. I want to start off by giving all praises, honors, and glories to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. I want to give double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught us this 100% truth according to the spirits to be Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And I also want to give peace and blessing to the hopeful elect out there pushing this word through the full according to the earth and society. And peace and blessing to your hopeful believers out there, which are also a part of the elect here. I say Shalom. And once again, I want to say, call Allah, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash, for giving me the spirit to do the lesson on today. Lord willing to feed you lamb and sheep of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, man. And we got a video to the parent spirit, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And we're going to be going into focus on your strength. And the reason this came to mind because, GMS Dallas class they was speaking about there's no growth without suffering. You know what I'm saying? There's no success without suffering. And then a quick little point that Ariala pulled out. He said how focus on your strengths. Don't be trying to worry about get your weakness up, because by the time you get your weakness up with the same level of your strength not even, your strength is ass now. You know what I'm saying? And it makes sense because it almost made me think about when I was watching. This is back when I was in the world. I was actually brother told me this. He was watching Chris Paul. He's a basketball player for the Suns, the Phoenix Suns. He's a basketball player for him, and he said, right? He was speaking about, he was pretty much saying how not everybody's good at shooting, passing, boom, 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 boom. But whatever you are good at, maximize that and be the best at it. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got players in the NBA that are they'll call them slashers. They get straight to the basket because that's their strength. And they focus on improving their strength to the best of their ability instead of trying to focus on another ability to the maximum point. They said, now I'm going to invest majority of my time in focusing on my strength, and I'm going to spread out a little bit of that time to other things. That's why you have players that they could shoot. Yeah, they could do all that other stuff. And then really examples, LeBron. When LeBron first came in the league, his main strength was that mid-range game and slashing. Slashing, playmaking, his IQ, especially his IQ. But as he grew in the NBA, he developed a shot. You know what I'm saying? He developed ball handling. He developed other skills. But it all started off with him focusing on his main. So by us serving Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, through time, we're going to develop those other skills that we probably slack on. You know what I'm saying? But the main skill to focus on is that one that is the one that the Lord gave unto you. And then over time, he's going to add more talents onto you. But that main talent, you know what I'm saying? And I want to read Matthew 25. I got these two scriptures, Matthew 25 and Romans 12, because it made me think about that, man. Because we all have different offices. But I want to read Matthew 25 first. Matthew 25 is 14. It says, for the kingdom of heaven is a man traveling into a far country, who called his own servants and delivered unto them his goods. Unto one he gave 5 talents. So 5 abilities, 5 strengths. To another 2 strengths. To another 1 strength. To every man according to his several ability, and straightway took his journey. So Lord gave men certain strengths so they could help him on their walk. They gave him certain strengths. And he says, then he had received the 5 talents, went and traded with the same, and made them 5 talents. And likewise he had received 2, he also gained other 2. But he did have received 1 and digged the earth and did hid his Lord's money. So in other words, we always resemble to having the spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, going out there and teaching. But you also liken this unto neglecting your talent. You know what I'm saying? You could liken this onto hiding your talent and not really focusing on maximizing your talent. Focusing on like I said, talent, your strength. You could also liken this onto maximizing your strength. And it was heavy when the elders said that, because everybody in the NBA, every NBA player, they have a niche. They have a go-to. They have a strength that they know is going to help them succeed. Michael Jordan, the post. Yeah, Michael Jordan was super athletic. He could dunk. He could do that. But that post game was his niche. That post game was his strength. He knew, I'm going to go to the post. I'm going to get what I want. You know what I'm saying? Some players are or more dominant on the defensive end. You got Mutombo. You know what I'm saying? But you got some players that are more dominant on the defensive end. Because I've always noticed basketball players, and even in other sports, but mainly basketball because I watch basketball, they will come in the league on their strengths, and as they in the league, they develop and grow. They develop their weaknesses a little more. Now, do their weaknesses become the new strength? No, but their weaknesses get developed more. And it just made me kind of, when the elder said it made me relate it to the truth. Like, dang, if we serve the Lord through time, our weaknesses will develop. But focus on your strength. Because if you try to focus on your weakness, trying to get your weakness up, then that strength that you had is going to shun, and now you're just going to be mellowed out. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be really good. And I'm really going to break it down with this next scripture, man. But let's keep reading. It says, but he had received one, went and digged the earth, and hid his Lord's money. After a long time, the Lord of those servants came and reckoned with him. And so he that received 5 talents came and brought other 5 talents, saying, Lord, thou delivered unto me 5 talents. Behold, I have gained beside them 5 talents more. So he developed. He capitalized amongst those strengths. He developed. He had strength, and along with those strengths, he accumulated other abilities. He accumulated his weaknesses. You know what I'm saying? He accumulated weaknesses. He built up his weaknesses some, but his strength was always there. I have gained beside these 5 more talents. 5 talents more. Those 5 talents was his strength, and he gained 5 more to build up his weaknesses, man. His Lord said unto him, well done, thou good and faithful servant. So like he said unto him, well done, thou good and faithful servant, that has been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things, enter down to the joy of the Lord, of thy Lord. He also, that had received 2 talents, came and said, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 2 talents. Behold, I have gained 2 other talents beside them. His Lord said unto him, well done, good and faithful servant, thou hast made faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter into the joy of thy Lord. Then he which had received that 1 talent came and said, Lord, I knew thee that thou art a hard man, reaping where thou hast sown. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord's giving us talents. You know what I'm saying? A brother be very good at going into prophecy. Or the brother be very good at going into, you know what I'm saying, history, all type of things like that. Whether a brother's very good at, the Lord is expecting you to prevail in that office. Because every office, and the next scripture is going to be the one, but every office, you know, has its appointed job. You know. Now, is it okay that you don't know your strength? It's okay. It's not like, oh, the Lord's going to kill you because you don't know your strength. You don't know what you're really good at. You know what I'm saying? Through time, the Lord will show you what you're good at. Me personally, I don't know what's my strength yet. Trying to figure it out. It made me think about that when the elder actually said, I'm like, what is my strength? What am I good at? When I came to serve Yahweh by Shema Shah, what was it that just came easy? I was really good at. You know? Some brothers, we call him the precept man. You know, it's funny because we call the brother in our camp, you know, the brother before we had joined GMS, but now we're in GMS Dallas. We got a brother we used to teach on the side. His name was Yesai. We call him Mr. Precept Man. Then you got another brother, Osmer Wath. We call him Precept Man too because they was able to pull precepts like crazy. That was their strengths though. I struggle with pulling precepts from any part of the Bible. And it's funny because Elder Ayala said the same thing about Elder Yashawamba. And when you watch Elder Yashawamba video, you see that's his strength right there. He could go into other things through the spirit, you know what I'm saying? Other things, but that precept, and he got other strengths too. That's not the only one, but that's the one you recognize most. Then he's just pulling precept, boom, 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 boom. He's taking the Lord, he's taking the Lord's talents, and he's maximizing them. You know what I'm saying? And through time, he has developed because he's always been like that. So that's been his strength. His strength has got stronger alongside with those weaknesses getting even more stronger. You know what I'm saying? That's why you see a player on 2K, he had 99 overall. And he got that one thing like, yeah, he's pro-dominant in this area and slashing. He's pro-dominant in getting to the rack. These other areas, they're high too. They're not low. They're just not as high as his strength. Curry's strength is shooting. We know this nigga Curry, He's not the one going to the rack, dunking on niggas, rolling niggas up. Now, can he do it now? Yes, because he's developed his weaknesses over time, but he never took the gas off his strength, man. Curry's always been a shooter since Davis in college. But when he got to the Bay, the NBA, he developed those weaknesses. But he didn't focus on developing them, but he developed them. But over time, they got developed. He wasn't his fault. He always maintained all his time into shooting that damn ball, man. So it's just, man, I'm going to keep reading. It says, his Lord said unto him, well done, good, faithful servant. It's like it was verse 24. Then he which had received the 1 talent came and said, Lord, I knew thee, thou art an hard man, reaping where thou hast not sown, and gathering where thou hast not strawed. And I was afraid, and went and hid thy talent in the earth. Lo, there thou hast that is thine. His Lord answered and said unto him, thou wicked and slothful servant, thou knewest that I had reaped what I sowed not, and gathered where I have not strawed. There I is therefore to put my money to exchangers, and then at my coming I should have received mine own with usury. Take therefore the talent from him, and give it unto him which hath 10 talents. So the dude that got 10 talents took the other dude's talent, and now he has more strengths in the truth. Or in other words, he has developed his weaknesses, man. Now, Romans 12, chapter 4. Romans chapter 12, verse 4. It's like it. For as we have many members in one body, and all members have not the same office. Now let's change it. Now let's say it's strength. For we have many members on the team, and all members have not the same strength. So we being many are one in Yahushua Mashiach, and every one member are one of another, having then gifts differing according to the grace that is given unto thee. So we all have gifts. Of course, we had the bottom line gift, the gift of faith, to believe and to fear Yahweh B'Shem Shai. But on top of that, the Lord gave you a special gift. This is your strength. Why do you think every brother walk is different from every? Why do you think every brother walk is different from each other brother walk? Because there's different gifts that the Lord gave them to different brothers, different strengths, different weaknesses. What you slack in, a brother prevails in. I gave myself an example. I'm not the best with the precepts, but a brother prevails in the precepts. Some brothers not good in history like that. Another brother prevails in the history. Something that you're not good at, he's good at. That's a team. That's why you got NBA players, and they have a star player, and he's real good at some certain thing, and they put people around him to help support his weaknesses. Like LeBron. LeBron hasn't always been a good shooter. He could shoot the ball, but he wasn't a good shooter. What happened? They surround him with shooters, people that could shoot. Why? Because that helped his weakness. He could shoot the ball, but his main strength is that IQ and slashing to the rack. And being able, that IQ dishing the ball out, his pass, you know what I'm saying? But since he has these shooters around here on his team, they're able to help him. So it's a full functioning body. I'm reading that, it says, having then gifts differing according to the grace that is given unto us, whether prophecy, let us prophesy according to the portion of faith, or ministry, let us wait on ministering, or he that teacheth on teaching. Exactly. Some brothers are real good at teaching, good at prophecy, good at ministering unto each other. Some brothers they're good at certain things, man, real good at it. You know what I'm saying? Those are things that the Lord has given them as that gift. Those are their office. So you sitting here, your gift is ministering, but you're trying to focus heavily on prophesying. Your gift of ministering is going to be mellowed out, and then once you get your gift of prophesying up, you're just going to be balanced out. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to have a strength, and therefore you know what I'm saying? It's not going to be your strength. Your strength is going to be as that. It's not even going to be that good anymore. As a matter of fact, your strength won't be balanced out. Your strength is going to go down. It's not going to be as good no more, man. Ain't gonna be a strength. And it says, or he that exhorteth, or on exhortation, he that giveth, let him do it with simplicity. He that ruleth with diligence, he that showeth mercy with cheerfulness, let love be without dissimulation. Abhor that which is evil, and cleave to that which is good. Be kindly affectionate to one another with brotherly love and honor, preferring one another. Not slothful in business, fervent in the spirit, and serving the Lord. rejoicing in hope, patient in tribulation, continuing instant in prayer, distributing to the necessary of the saints, giving to hospitality. Bless them which persecute you, because you are cursed not. And that was pretty much the point. Yeah, that was the point right there, man. The point was 7. We're going to read 6 and 7 again. 5, 6, and 7. So we were being many are one body in Yahweh Shai Mashiach, and everyone members one of another, having then gifts, differing according to the grace that is given unto us. Whether prophecy, because we all know the gift, we all have the gift of faith. We all have the gift of faith. We believe and we serve Yahweh Bahasham Shai. We have the gift of faith, but on top of it, you have gifts, certain strengths that the Lord has given you to how the body function properly. The feet specialize in walking. You know what I'm saying? The legs and the feet specialize in holding up the body. They're not the same thing, because the leg specializes in different things too. Every body part, because I love how the Lord likened unto the body, man. You know what I'm saying? Every body part, and you it's really just saying a team. Every team member or teammate don't have the same strength. Some players have a team, because you could look at the teams. Look at the teams in the NBA, and I just love to pull the NBA team out. Look at the teams in the NBA that are slacking heavy in one spot. Whether their defense be not the best, whether their offense is not the best, and look at the teams that are more balanced out. The ones that are more balanced out be the ones that prevail. Example, Golden State won last year, and they should never won. But we're going to talk about the Milwaukee Bucks. They have a good balance. Giannis is not the best shooter, but they got dudes on his team that can shoot. And then on top of that, another thing, even though those teams are kind of kind of balanced out, they still had a strength. Like the Milwaukee Bucks are known for their defense. So where they fail in their weaknesses, they prevail in their strength, the defense. You know what I'm saying? Which prevailed on. Same thing with Golden State last year. They prevailed in that shooting, man. Their firepower. Their defense wasn't horrible. It was good enough to help them win. Just like your weakness is going to be good enough to help you do the Lord's work. And that's going to come with time. But as you being a babe, being young, because I'm young, being a babe, being young, you know what I'm saying? You got those strengths, man, and you got to focus on maximizing your strengths. It made me think about maximizing your lot. Your lot is what the Lord put you in position of, you know what I'm saying, what you're good at. And if you're good at teaching, become the best you can at teaching, man. The Lord's just opening up more, man. But as we keep saying, it says, for as we have many members in the one body, and all members have not the same office. So we, being many, are one body in Yahweh Shai Mashiach, and every one members one of another. Having then gifts differing according to the grace that is given us, whether prophecy, let us prophesy according to the portion of faith, or ministry, let us wait on ministry, or he that teacheth on teaching, or he that exhorteth, or on exhortation. He that giveth, let him do it with simplicity. He that ruleth with diligence, he that show mercy with cheerfulness. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Lord will this is edifying to the power spirit of Yahweh Bahasham Shai. And feed you lemon, she's of Yahweh Bahasham Shai. Whenever I'm saying call Allah, Yahweh Bahasham Shai, Bahasham Rakakadash. When I give double honor to the apostles and the elders of great millstone. And to y'all, I'm going to say shalom, man.